Hello, welcome back to the channel as we review many of the stuff that's been going around America and in Venezuela as Trump has bombed them and captured their president. But as we have in Minnesota here, Tim Walz has finally said he won't be running for the third time. This will be his last time running. And he also have been having a lot of pressure put on him. Let's go and watch some of the people in Minnesota have to say about what all this situation that's been happening there. Let's start with him.
I'm sorry, I just need you to state your name for the record, Mr.
Oh,
Olson.
I'm sorry.
Your full name.
Sorry, ma'am. Madam Chair, I'm Nathaniel M. Olson, a disability advocate for the state of Minnesota. I've heard the commissioners and the Department of Human Services, but the one thing that I'm freaking worried about is this freaking fraud that is happening over our state, where there's 600,000 disability people in the state of Minnesota that could suffer. And sadly, it's quite interesting that we have Governor Walz speaking in front of the state and saying that this fraud is nothing but the side. But my people are done suffering. We're done with this fraud. We're done with the Department of Human Services coming up here and saying, oh, we're going to figure this out. This has been too long. The administration knew that this fraud was coming. I've talked to families, parents, everyone have been reaching out to me and saying, oh, this is what is happening to my child. This is what is happening to my child. We're afraid. We need to put aside these differences and we need to come together and put a stop to this fraud. Our governor is not doing anything to help us, but sit here and decide he wants to blame Donald J., the President of the United States, who has nothing to do with this. There is a time to hold our governor accountable, and I'm not seeing it. This fraud is outrageous. And I'm very scared for my little brother if he goes into ICS home. But right now he's home with my parents, and he's going to stay there because I'm going to keep fighting for these disability people because none of them are right here, and I am their voice. It is time for us to say enough is enough. I'm done. And it makes me sad to see what's happening to our state. This was a great state. It was. But all of this fraud that is coming around here, all these excuses that is happening, needs to stop. Minnesota needs to become a great state again. Thank you, and thank you guys for your guys' hard work.
Definitely. Imagine you are somebody that has disabilities and you need funds because you cannot walk, and somebody is out here collecting those funds and doing whatever with it. Like it is like for people like that, it can get difficult. And talking about that, let's take a look at somebody thank America for him taking and eating America's money.
Hey, thank you. Your favorite Somalian freeloader. Hey, thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me. I love you, Americans. You've been such a hospitality. Not hostility. You show us hospitality. That's good. We appreciate you. Because of your tax dollar, I get to eat 5 times a day. Before, it was 80 cents. They used to send us back in Africa, 80 cents. Now, I get this EBT card loaded each month with 400 to 500. The freeloader, your favorite freeloader. I'm enjoying myself. Enjoying this food. Taking vacation here. I'm in my free house provided for me by Enhan. So I'm enjoying myself. Please do not disturb me. Your favorite.
Wow. I don't know if he's doing comedy or he's serious, but there you go. That doesn't help. And also, they're saying since the lady named Melissa Holtman, since he voted against the funds to the immigrants, they are saying she has been assassinated by someone that actually used to work for Tim Walz. They are saying this is a hit job that happened 4 days after she voted against it. She was assassinated. Let's take a look at this video of what she has to say.
Interesting how things start making a lot more sense. Minnesota is now dealing with massive fraud scandals, like millions gone, federal investigations, pure chaos, right? And then you look back and you start thinking about June 2025, when Melissa Hortman, the only Democrat in Minnesota, votes against funding healthcare for illegal immigrants, and she is assassinated 4 days later. At what point are we allowed to say that's one hell of a coincidence? Oh, and the killer. You must be asking about the killer. Previously appointed to a state board by who? You guess. Tim Walz. You want to tell me that's not suspicious? You have a lawmaker who breaks party ranks. You have a state drowning in fraud. You have overlapping political connections. You have a political assassination. And you want to tell me that I should just shut up about all of that? I'm not asking you to believe what I'm saying. I'm just asking you to ask the right questions. If this was happening in a red state, oh my gosh, Netflix would already have a documentary about it set up and ready to go. But the media is not on our side. So what I'm asking you here is just to keep talking about this, keep sharing these videos, and let's get to the bottom of it, because this is truly disgusting.
At this point, I don't even know what sides I'm on. I'm like, it's been so much going on, and it looks like the Republicans are having a field day because they've been blaming the hell out of the Democrats, saying they are full of fraud. Let's go listen to what Governor Watts had to say today in his own speech.
Treat our neighbors. I'm proud of the way that we welcome people to this way. I'm proud of the way we treat our neighbors. I'm proud of the way that we welcome people to this state. I'm proud of the way that we innovate, and I'm proud of the way that we are optimists for the future. No one's taking this away from us. Not the fraudsters, certainly not this president, not on my watch. Tomorrow, I'll be back with you. I'll give you an update on America's best paid family medical leave program that is now a week into it, and at that time, I'll take all your questions. Thank you all.
Thank you, Press. I'll be back tomorrow. Next call, more tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, you heard it. Tim Walz said he'll be back tomorrow to give a speech, and we will definitely be here to give you guys that speech. Let's continue and see what else we have down the list. Well, I think, guys, we have this other video about this guy does not agree with Nick Shirley, and I
No,
to
don't
some
scroll.
point, I get it. Like, don't go to the
Isn't it
daycare
interesting?
where
You have
kids
to
are
listen to
and demand to see the kids. But at the same time, it looks like David, the guy who came with Nick Shirley, have been doing his investigation for years. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and listen to this video, and you guys tell me your thoughts.
this guy go absolutely apeshit on Nick Shirley for exposing the Minnesota daycare fraud. Like, you have to hear this.
I've been seeing a few videos on here about the whole Nick Shirley thing. You know, the guy who was investigating fraud in Minnesota and basically trying to break into daycare centers, going up to the doors and saying, "Where are the children? Where are the children?" For those of you out there who might be tempted to defend Nick Shirley, I just want to make sure that you're clear on one thing, because I know everybody else has dealt with everything else, like, you know, probably should have called the police, you know, because, you know, some creepy strangers going up the doors demanding to see children. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're absolutely clear. Nick Shirley shows up to a fucking daycare center where any children associated with my family are, then he would have to consider himself extremely lucky if the only thing I do is call the police. Because there are other options. Now, why would I call the police if some creepy dude showed up to daycare center demanding to see children? That's paperwork.
He sound like he
That's
ready to go down for
witnesses.
anything.
And I guarantee you, nobody knew they were there to begin with, so I'll take care of it. Silly Billy.
Kids. I hope he doesn't have any kids. This guy's got a screw loose, okay? He definitely has a screw loose.
All right, guys, that will be it for this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, which helps the channel to grow. And if you're not following me, follow me. And whatever you're doing, have a nice day. We give videos every few hours. See you on the next video. I'm out.